Yeah. Hello guys, I'm Sunil. Today we'll speak about Spring Boot scopes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Sumant, am I audible, Sumant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Chep Sumant, any idea what is scope? Any rough idea you have?
Yeah, scope means like having some.
And this is one of the most important question. And in step, I told you already. Spring Boot, the questions in interview are very limited. Okay. So this is one of the repeatedly asked question. Okay.
Okay,
Other and in Spring Boot, you can assure without some questions there will be no interview. Okay, దాంట్లో స్కోప్ ఒకటి ఓకే
okay, very important.
వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మనకి హ్యాష్ మ్యాప్ ఎలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అక్కడ ఇది కూడా అదే
Yeah,
ఇంపార్టెంట్.
scope has two types. I know, like that's what like actually singleton and prototype. But scope, bean scope, like how maybe for bean there is a scope default like that.
ఎస్ ఎస్ స్కోప్ యా ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ అంటే ద లోడింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద బీన్ అంటే డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద లోడింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద బీన్ దేర్ ఆర్ మల్టిపుల్ స్కోప్స్ అనమాట. ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ సింగిల్ టన్ దెన్ విల్ బి దట్ బీన్ విల్ బి లోడెడ్.
Every time, like every invocation.
Yeah, that is okay, but it is eager or lazy.
Sorry, don't know.
No, okay, let's go to that. Okay,
Okay.
first scope is singleton.
So what is a scope means what we can say like scopes bean.
Based on the life cycle of the bean,
Hmm,
uh,
there are.
yeah, scopes are divided into four types. Okay, okay, na?
Okay.
Yeah. Based on, array, based on, we have four scopes. Okay, the first one is singleton, and second one is prototype, and third one is request, fourth one is session. So if someone is asking how many scopes, you need to say all. Okay, so most people will say singleton and prototype. Okay, they won't say about request or session. Okay,
Okay. So request generation also
scopes
part of
only.
it.
Yes. Now we'll write some theory points for singleton and we'll try to prove those theory points. Okay.
Oh,
By default, any bean is singleton. Okay. Default, any bean is singleton. Okay. There is no need to specify explicitly. Okay. Value scope value equal singleton. Okay. It will load on that. Okay.
got it.
And they are eagerly loading. Okay. When there is no use also, it will be getting loaded. Okay. Okay. Na?
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay.
Eagerly loading.
Eagerly loading. Okay. So let us prove those points. Okay. And the main point is only one instance per IOC. Okay.
Point can you say?
Yes, I'll tell you. Only one instance per IOC. And I told no bin creation. So whenever suppose you're trying to use multiple times, okay. But only one bin will be created. Okay, na? For the IOC container. Okay, across IOC container you can find only single bin.
Okay,
Okay, but the prototype, whenever it is required, a new bin will be created automatically again and again. Okay, other matter. Okay,
got it.
okay. So let us prove every point. Okay, okay, na? Yeah. Yeah, if you see the sample controller, ఇనిషియల్లీ ఈ ఎక్లిప్స్ కొంచెం ఇబ్బంది పెడుతుంది విత్ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ 2 to 3 times, తర్వాత నుంచి ఫాస్ట్ వెళ్తుంది. ఓకే, సో ప్లీజ్ హోల్డ్. ఓకే, now we'll in the meanwhile we'll write the code, okay, on notepad. Okay,
Okay.
suppose we have some controllers. Okay, class. Okay, sample controller. Okay, ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay, there will be some endpoint. Okay, obviously the rest controller and ఉంటుంది, right? Okay. Here we have a class order, and we have a constructor inside this. Okay, some default constructor I'm adding. Okay, SOP, I am in order constructor. Okay, okay, yeah. Sumant, you tell me, if I start my application, what will be my output here?
I'm in order constructor.
Okay, let us assume. Okay, let us assume I don't have this. Now tell me what is output now. I have a component analyst here. Yeah, tell me now. At the while starting my application, what will be my output and why? See, see, I'm starting from very basic level. Okay,
Yes, yes.
tell me now what will be my output here and why? Someone, I already told someone, just attempt, give some random answers. No, see what happens. See, if I start my application, so all the classes whosoever having a component annotation or it's a child, right? They will be loaded, right? Ante kada?
Yes.
Then if they are loading means the bean is created, right?
Yes.
See, singleton means the bean will be created eagerly. They won't wait for someone to call or someone to invoke, right?
Yeah.
So what I told, by default, every class is singleton. Both classes are singleton, right? Then what will be my output? See, this order will be created. This will be printed, right? Am I correct?
Right.
Mari? Okay. Now let us have that. Okay. See, here this is fully constructed class. Okay. Okay. I want to remove this everything. Okay. Okay, na? Sumant,
Right.
because I want to go from the beginning. Okay. Now I don't mention, I don't want to mention, I don't want to introduce the scope also. Okay. Now tell me, we have sample controller here and we have some order class here. Okay.
Okay.
And I want to remove this also. Yeah. Now tell me what will be my answer. See, don't focus on every class. Focus on my sample controller and order class. Okay. Advaita?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me remove this. They will also getting loaded at the start. I don't want to load every class. Okay. We have order class. Okay. Cheppu Ramakrishna. We have sample controller and order class. Now tell me, if I start my application, what will be my answer here? I'll
Go to order.java, like what is this?
no, I just gave hint order.java. So order class have some component animation, okay? And my sample controller is also having some REST controller, which is a child of component animation, okay?
Yes.
Now tell me, what is output here when I start? Now I am stopping my application.
It will print the content which is there in like.
That's what I told. No, it will both the IOC framework or IOC container will load both the beats. So if the beats are getting created, beats are getting uh, created, then their respective constructors will be invoked, right? Ante kada.
Yes. Yes.
Why it's not stopping? Yeah, it stopped. Okay, let us start again. Okay. See, Sumant, I am in order constructor. Vidra. Can you tell me what this number is doing here?
Which number?
This number 127 something is there, no?
It is written hash code. You know.
Ante. So that is the hash code of the bean of the order, Antara?
Yes.
Okay. See, this dot hash code means, see, I told you, this refers to current calling object. Am I correct?
Yes.
Here, current calling object is nothing but the bean, right? So it will print the hash code of that bean, okay? Okay. So now it is, now one line is proved, right? Antara?
Yes.
So what is that line? By default, any bean is singleton, sorry, singleton, okay? And eagerly loading. I think that is also clear, right?
Right.
Eagerly loading is proved.
By default, any penis single is how.
Yeah, I haven't proved that line yet. Okay, eagerly loading is done. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now we'll see by default any pin is singleton. Ante I haven't mentioned here. See, if I mention scope equal singleton, it will behave the same way. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, na? Ante
without also it is default.
Yes. Suppose now I want to prove the second point, right? Okay. So now we'll see one. We have at the rate auto word in the rest sample controller. Okay. Okay, now your test controller also you have the test controller, and this also having order dependency, right? Smooth, is that fine?
Fine.
Fine, right? Now see, now one bean of order will be created and it will be injected to the both.
Yes.
See, because we are calling two times of order instance means it won't create twice. Okay, it will create only once because the scope is singleton, and it will assign to two types, sorry, two times. Okay. Okay na?
So it is not different copy. It won't be created the same copy.
Yes, that is what singleton is. Okay, that is the meaning of only one instance per IOC container. Okay.
Okay.
Okay na? ఏదో ఎక్కడ రాశాను కదా somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, see, one instance per IOC. Okay, now let us execute and we'll make mark that has that also done. Okay.
Okay.
Now we'll see sample controller. Okay, obviously once it has a rest controller annotation, okay, this bean is also getting created. Okay na? Of sample controller is this dot hash code.
Dot.
రైట్ అదనమాట. ఓకే, సో ఆబ్వియస్లీ అంటే ఈ శాంపుల్ కంట్రోలర్ యొక్క హ్యాష్ కోడ్ ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది, ఆర్డర్ యొక్క హ్యాష్ కోడ్ కూడా ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. ఆమె కరెక్ట్?
Right.
ఓకేనా? సపోజ్ యూ నీడ్ టు మేక్ షూర్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇస్ బీయింగ్ ఇంజెక్టెడ్ టు దిస్ ఆర్డర్. అంటే యూ నీడ్ టు మేక్ షూర్ కదా సింగిల్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ ఇస్ గెటింగ్ క్రియేటెడ్ అని. సో హౌ కమ్ యూ మేక్ ప్రూఫ్ సుమంత్?
By the hash code will be same.
So you're saying you might say o dot hash code. I'll print o dot hash code in the both the containers and for both the controllers, and I can conclude like that. You might thinking, right?
Yes. Yes.
Order hash code is something, but it won't work so much. Why? What your thought process is right only. Okay, and you'll make sure the both the numbers are same. Then you can say, am I correct? Single bean is getting injected to the both reference. Okay, that is fine, but this there will be some issue over here. Why? Tell me. At least can you guess what kind of issue you will get here? Did you got my question at least?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yesterday Ramakrishna also failed to tell, but you try now. See, అంటే sample controller యొక్క bean create అయింది. At the time my constructor will be invoked. Okay, so I will test controller, sample controller. I have two constructors, and let me print the both the hash codes. Okay, o dot hash code and o dot hash code. That my if I was able to show the same number, then my requirement is clear. Am I correct? But here you will get some issue. Your thought process is correct, but it is not the proper place. Why? What is the issue you will get at least?
Overriding.
No. Just try to recollect the bean life cycle.
Bean life cycle.
Sumant, you will get null pointer exception, Sumant, because I told second step is IOC container initialization, right?
Yes.
Third step is bean creation, right?
Okay.
But injecting the bean is next step, right? So
Next
there
step.
will be some time gap between bean creation and injecting the beans. Okay, this line 16 will comes under injecting the bean, right? So in this time difference, if you're trying to print, then you would get the null pointer exception will come, right?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, na? You got it right?
Yes.
Okay.
So in this case, like how we need to.
Yes. Nuve Chappal, yeah. I am expecting from you only. You tell me. So what after my injecting, what is my next step?
Like injecting, we have to like post construct.
In the post construct method, you try to print the address, no? Ante kada. See, by the time of executing this post constructor method, my bean will be fully injected, right?
Right.
Then it is very clear, right? See, you have all the answers and you are not telling. Okay, na? So I'll remove from here. Sumant, you want to show them, you want to see the NPE, or is that fine if I remove from here?
It is fine. I
Fine,
will try my
but
like it.
you got the point, right?
Yes, yes,
What will happen if I place o dot hash code method over there? The
yes.
same method test controller also I'll try to print. Okay, see o dot hash code. Okay, na?
Okay.
See, you will get one hash code for test controller. You will get one hash code for sample controller, but same hash code for order object in the both the differences. Okay. Okay. Let us run the code and see. Okay. Order. Okay. Okay. Let us run the code. Okay. Array, I am not stopped. Okay.
You are using.
No issue. No issue. I don't want to start the application, right? I just want to see the logs. I'm correct.
Yes, yes.
See, if you see here, see someone hash code of the sample controller. Okay, na?
Uh,
So this is some different number. See, just
uh,
try to. I am in order constructor. This is the order base address, right? Order
right,
hash code. Am I correct? The same
right.
number. See, you can see here.
The test controller.
Yes, in test controller, and this one sample controller. You can see here, right? So by
Uh,
this way, you can understand one bean is getting created. Am I correct? Per
right.
IOC. Okay, na? అర్థమైందా సుమంత్?
Yes. Even we did not give any scope till now, but default
Yes,
it is having
taking a
singleton.
singleton. Okay. Now next step
Okay.
we'll see. We'll add a scope also, and then we'll see the it will give the same output. Okay. Okay. So I feel I can have justified this point. The loading is done, and one missions per IOC done. Am I correct?
Right.
Now we'll try to see this one. Okay. By default. So let us add that scope equal to singleton. Okay. That's it. అంతకన్నా ఏం లేదు నేను చేయాల్సింది కూడా.
How we will add like
At the rate, sorry, we have a scope annotation.
class level.
Yes, class level only. Value equal to. అర్థమైందా? See here,
Yes.
there is no need to mention singleton specifically here because I'm not injecting this bean anywhere, right?
Okay.
Okay, na? Okay, am I correct? So let us run the code now. Now what? So it will, అంటే మళ్ళీ సేమ్ సింగిల్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వాలి. ఓకే, ఇందాక వచ్చిన అవుట్పుట్ రావాలి. ఓకే, the output which we got earlier, we are expecting the same output.
Sample controller. Why you are not given the single scope?
Because okay, if you give, no problem. Okay, because if you give also singleton, if you don't give also singleton, అంటే I am not injecting anywhere, right? The sample controller, test controller. Am I correct? Okay, na? See, now order constructor. See, this is the one. The same number you can see in the uh, post construct method of the sample controller, and the same address you can see in the post construct of the test controller. Okay, అర్థమైందా? So by this way you can say by default scope will behave like a singleton. Am I correct? This is also done. Okay. Okay, Sumant.
Okay.
Now what I will do? అంటే దేర్ ఈస్ అదర్ వే. అంటే మనం ఇట్లా మంచి ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ గివ్ ఎనీథింగ్ ఇట్ విల్ బిహేవ్ లైక్ సింగిల్ టర్న్. ఇఫ్ యూ రైట్ వాల్యూ ఈక్వల్ సింగిల్ టర్న్ ఇట్ విల్ బిహేవ్ లైక్ సింగిల్ టర్న్. అండ్ దేర్ ఈస్ అదర్ వే టు సే టు స్టేట్ ద to state it is a singleton. Okay, so that I'll give. Okay, see, use the enum. Okay, this one. Okay, yeah, see, it is not supporting. Sometimes it won't suggest. Okay, See, you can use directly scope singleton, scope prototype. Okay, they are hard code, they are values. Okay, so in some project level, you will get a comment like you're not allowed to write value equal singleton because they will say it's a loose string. They will state like it's a loose string. Okay, and they won't allow sometimes. Okay, then you write like this. Okay, configurable bean factory dot scope singleton. Okay,
No.
okay. This also behave the same way. Okay.
Okay.
See, again the same output. Is that fine, Sumant?
Right.
Okay, na? You can see here line 2. What is there in line 2? You can see in the both controllers the same value, right? That means you can say same bean is getting injected. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine, fine. Now we'll go to prototype. Okay. So once you understood a singleton, a prototype is nothing. Okay.
It will create a different copy
Ante, exactly.
for every invocation, but it is lazy, right? Lazily configured.
Yes. It is lazy. Okay.
Whenever it is required.
So you want to start from the beginning? Okay, fine. No issue. We'll start. Okay. I will demonstrate that also. Whenever is required, then only it will come. Okay.
Yes.
Let me copy. I think we have right this one. Okay. So ఇప్పుడు rest control ఉంది కదా. See, I am not injecting this. Am I correct? Now we'll go to the order. Okay. Now you write. Somewhere I wrote now just now. Configurable bean factor. రాశాను కదా ఇప్పుడే. Okay. Something I had covered back. Okay. So if you'll say prototype. Okay. So earlier, if there is no dependency, also this constructor will be being invoked. అర్థమైందా? See, when I started the application, because as it has component annotation, this bean will be getting created because of eagerly. But if I add prototype, it will become lazy. Okay. So this bean won't be created unless there is some use. Okay. Unless there is someone is invoking. Okay. So if you see here, my sample controller, I'm not using at that auto void, right? And test controller, see here you are using means that again it will create. See. So remove here also. Okay. Okay, now there is no one is using the order, right? So it won't create. Okay, because of laziness, or you can say lazily initialized. Okay. Okay, na Sumant? Let us run the code. See, you cannot see I am in order constructor. You haven't seen I am in order constructor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now if you make if you have then tell me how to invoke this constructor.
We have to inject the dependency.
Yes, you have to inject means what you need to write in controller class.
At the rate automatic.
Yes, at the rate auto void. Okay. Is that fine, right?
Right.
But if it is singleton, but it definitely will load on that. It will create on that. Okay.
Yes, it is eagerly to load the.
Wow. Now, ఇప్పుడు ping చేసింది. Okay. Just a minute. It's pinging 1 minute. Yeah. See now, now is that fine, Sumant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So now, see, your order is prototype, and you are using two types, two ways, right? Order you are using two. So definitely now tell me. So you are expecting two different hash codes, right? Here now, because two times order will be created now. Okay, that is what your expectation, right? Sumant, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
It was scope
But here
Singleton only.
you need to have that. Okay. At the rate sample controller. I think I have copied somewhere, right?
Not bad.
Yeah. So now one sample controller bean will be created. Two hash codes will be two order will be created, and one test controller. See, one sample controller, one test controller, and two orders. Ante kada?
Yes.
Now let us see practically. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll document. Okay. See, we have realized run, but we have written we have done all the practical thing we have prototype, and we'll try to document these points. Okay. See, if you see here, Sumant, sample controller is see you can see one order constructor. Okay, again one same constructor is invoking second and see two order constructor. One is 3 8, one is ending with 7 5.
Right.
Okay, that is about prototype. Okay, so prototype. The first point. Yeah, you tell me, Sumant. What is the first point?
First point for every instance, it will create a different copy of
Yes,
object.
for every time assignment, for every time injection, it will create a different copies. To create a new copy, you can say. Okay. Now the second point is it is not eager, it is lazy loading. Okay. The third one is you cannot say okay multiple beans will be created. Okay, Antena?
Yes.
So this is about all about singleton and prototype. Okay,
Yes.
multiple only one per IOC, only one instance, multiple instances will be created in IOC. Okay. Okay, other Sumant.
Right.
Okay, so now you can use instead of prototype, you can use that what is that configurable bean factory. Okay, right? Earlier
Configurable
dot prototype. Okay, see this
dot
one. Okay,
scope underscore prototype.
yeah. So this is also you can use. Okay, and both you can mention in both ways. Okay,
Yes.
other vision. Okay, you can get the same output also. Okay, now also. Okay,
Got it.
got it right. Now I'll have one thing for you. Okay, you can have a postman right for that. Suppose if I write sample controller as prototype, scope equal to prototype. Uh, do you think this sample controller will be getting injected every time? Now,
Yes.
Why the sample control will be created so much? It is not a singleton, right? And unless it is of some use, then only will be created, right? Sample controller.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ante kada.
Yes.
So other matter. Okay, let us see that. Okay. Now this is not expected. Okay. This bean is not at all expected. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So let us stop the exhibition and we'll run again. Okay. Sumant, is that fine for you? What I'm trying to say?
Fine. Fine.
Okay. Unless you hit some with the postman, then only this controller will be required. Right? Then only this will be created. Okay. Until that, the
Right.
sample controller will won't be created. Okay. Let us see that. Okay. What will happen now? See, you can see only test controller base address, but not sample controller. Am I correct, Sumant?
Yes.
Okay. Na? So this is about okay prototype and what is that?
Singleton
Singleton.
and
Okay.
prototype.
Okay. Na? See, and this request session are very small only. For this, I need postman. Tomorrow, first 15 to 20 minutes, I'll complete this and we'll move to next topic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Na? Is that fine?
Fine. Fine.
Okay. Because at one time, I feel if I inject every all the four, you may not understand, right? Yeah. But I think you're following. But okay. But still, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me stop sharing.